Ahoy, hoy, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The O Show. I'm O, and I'm here for your amusement. Okay, today is No Makeup Thursday. You might see this video on Friday, I don't know. But, you guys, so I just literally, rolled out of bed, right? Because it's been a month since my last video I did about my, experiment, I guess, with Earthly Derm versus Honey Glow, right? So I told the story about my face, especially my forehead. I went to Vegas for 3 days and came back, and my forehead just got darker and darker and darker because I guess I was not supposed to be walking around in the Vegas sun with no sunscreen, okay? I've gone to Mississippi for years. I've gone to Oklahoma for years to visit family. Came back, might be just a little whatever, right? So I never wear sunscreen. I live in Chicago. When our summers are brutal, they're brutal. But I don't know. I never wore sunscreen. And then I go to Vegas one time for 3 days, and it's not like I was outside all 3 days in the sun. You know, we might have walked here and there, and we did walk the strip one day, but not the whole strip. That whole strip walk was a nighttime thing, which is very awesome. I'll tell that story maybe one day. But yeah, you guys, I got back. My forehead got darker, darker, darker. It was peeling. It was just black. And so it took me years to years. I was trying to get rid of it myself, right? I was using creams and lotions and this and that and cocoa butter and just everything. And I think at one point I finally found a cream that was working. And then here's a picture. Actually, because there is a picture of me where I wanted to show you how the top of my head was getting good, and kind of between my eyes was still kind of dark, but it seemed to have been fading when I had this one cream. It was a cream from Amazon, and of course I ran out. And when I went to go buy another bottle, it wasn't available no more. And then I went to purchase a lookalike. Right, I was like, well, this looks kind of similar to what I was using. Same kind of bottle. To get the cream out, you had to push the top, and there was a hole in the middle, and the cream will come out that way. And so I was like, well, this should be a good substitute, right? And I think that cream reversed it, because now, all this used to be clear, and now, it's just all dark. So I think that cream was oh, you want to match the dark on your skin? That's the color you want? Okay. And I feel like it reversed the progress I had been doing. So anyway, all of a sudden my social media feed was just blowing up with Earthly Derm and Honey Glow. Earthly Derm and Honey Glow, who all claim to do whatever. You got these girls out here going, ooh, look at me 30 days later. Look at my face then and look at it now. I know it's bullshit. I don't see no progression. They just show a before and after. So I figured maybe I could try to do some kind of progression for you. Because I know there's probably people out there with the same issues as me, and bad skin and acne and all this stuff. So anyway, you guys, if you didn't see the first video, that's just a recap of my drama. So the purpose of this video is a follow-up. My first video is about April 24th, if I'm not mistaken. I am recording this video as of May 28th. I tried Earthly Derm first for 30 days and made my first video. And thank you guys for the feedback. I kind of think I saw an improvement happening with the Earthly Derm, so I think I was happy with it. But instead of going another 30 days, I was like, well, let me maybe try the Honey Glow and see how that goes for about 30 days. Each time I use just one bar. So I just finished my Honey Glow, and this is what I look like without the sun. I have a window in front of me. Right now it's not as sunny, so I kind of want you to see what I look like in just regular bleh, light. Because I was taking these before and after pictures in my little lounge room, but there's a lot of sun back there, so it kind of looks like there's a difference. But I kind of also want to give you the perspective of what it looks like in darkness, because when it's bright outside, my face actually doesn't look that bad. But when I'm inside doing stuff, especially if I lower my head, you could see the darkness. So I don't know, I guess so this is what I looked like 30 days ago. And this is what I look like now. Is there a difference? I'm also testing little new blemishes too. Like I think I had like I don't know, I think I had like a little pimple here, and you know, like when it goes away, there's that dark spot that's left behind. So I'm thinking like if I get like new dark spots, this soap should get rid of it, right? And I'm finding that a lot of new dark spots I'm getting, they're still there. And I get it. I know these soaps you have to just keep using, which I'm going to do. But I think what I'm going to do now is because I'm not really happy with the Honey Glow. I feel like if I started with something and I'm continuing with another thing, I should get a lot more progress. Like I'm now 2 months in. Has my face like cleared up? Like, is it the same as my skin? This is how my skin should. Well, it's kind of dark in here, but this is how my skin should be looking. My skin color. So I've gone back to the Earthly Derm. I feel like I was getting a little more results quicker with the Earthly Derm. So the last order I just placed was I just received it. It was like buy 2 bars get 1 free. So I'm going to just stick with that for at least 2 months, and then I'll do another follow up with me going back to Earthly Derm. So hopefully I have better results there. But yeah, these last 2 were just 1 month worth of soap, which they're not lying. Those bars did last me like a month. So yeah, I'm gonna do 2 bars with the Earthly Derm and then come back and hopefully have like some good results. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to take pictures like every day, but I figure like if anything, you can kind of see. And I know I'm going to be releasing videos, which I know I owe you guys a lot of videos. I promise, as of June, I got some already lined up. They're ready to go. They're spaced out in case I got some good old school stuff I'm gonna talk about, and then if I go to the movies, summertime is coming, so I should have something for you guys back on a weekly basis for a while. I still have an update I want to give you about why I was absent previously. Earlier this year, I was working on something involving writing. Yeah, that's it. So anyway, let me know in the comments, have you used Earthly Derm? My nose is tickly. Have you used Honey Glow? Do you see a difference? They be sending me these emails like, hey, Orpheus, like, rate your order, are we good? I want to be like, no. I'm washing with you every day and I don't see no change. So I don't know what kind of scam you're pulling. Send, right? I didn't want to do that. I was like, you know what? Let me just do a visual, right? Because I feel like if you actually see it in person, then in a video or a picture, you could probably tell. So anyway, to be continued. Okay, so in the meantime, please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you hear banging, I'm having construction done on my roof. Can y'all hear that? Good thing it happened at the end of the video. Alright, you guys, so I will see you in the next episode. So, oh my God, it's like a horror movie. Y'all hear that? Alright, y'all, TTFN.